Welcome to In the Know with Steph and Joe. Steph and Joe brought to you through the financial support of our good friends over at Restoration One of Cary and Steph's Bookkeeping Service. Check her out at stephsbooks.com. Today, inside jokes. You know what? Just let's pause for a minute and say hello to our Twitch universe listeners. We are now live on Twitch. That's, I guess, where all the gamers go.
Okay. Is it really? Really? Twitchy? Are they all Twitchers?
They're Twitchers out there.
What do you call themselves? Twitchers?
Twitchlings.
Twitchlies?
I know a lot of people that make good money on that.
Really?
Yeah.
OnlyFans?
Not as good, but they make some decent money.
Yeah.
I
forgot where
So we're
I'm
out.
at.
No. That's okay. We're not FCC regulated, so we're
Today,
good.
today, buckle in, strap in, keep your hands and
Strap.
arms inside the ride at all times till the ride comes to a complete and full stop. Please, no flash photography. This is Inside Jokes.
And to be honest, I think we should probably preface this with there's going to be things said that might be offensive. So anybody that might be offensive to something, you might as well just not listen to this episode.
So I should leave because I
No,
offended
you're actually absolutely
Yeah.
on this one. We're not letting you go on this one.
That handsome voice, right?
Yes.
And to your left, well, what is it? I guess it's my right. Your right. Your guys' left.
all rights.
Your lefts are
My
rights.
left. You're right.
That guy is Roberto Clarke. Is that a silent E on the end, or is it Clarke?
Clarke? Is it Clarke?
Or French Clarke?
Clarke.
Clarke, Clarke.
Yeah.
I love it.
Can you shout out who you're representing?
Yeah.
The above park construction.
Unless you don't want to do that because we're gonna get risque here, and you might not.
Like
want
you
to
said, we might get a little below par today, but that's okay. So above park construction out of McHenry, we exceeding expectations.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Contact. How do people get a hold of you?
They can follow me on OnlyFans and then just message me there.
So this is totally playing into the inside jokes.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or aboveparkconstruction.com.
There
You
you
can reach out to us aboveparkconstruction@gmail.com and reach any of us there that way.
Perfect. Okay. So let's get into inside jokes.
What should I do with my hands? I feel awkward.
Nobody
Don't-
can see your hands.
Nobody
Well,
can. Well,
I
somebody
guess
can
technically,
see your
never
hands.
mind.
You want to switch to the should we start with the inside joke that brought me into this?
Sure.
So, Mom, Linda, get
She's
off.
not on yet.
She's not on yet. All right,
No.
we haven't seen her, so let's
I don't
do
know
this
if we
first.
should say, Linda, get off with what you're about to show.
You're probably right. All right, so ready?
Hold on.
So,
All right, we'll zoom in on the other camera.
Ready? Look at this bad boy. Look at that bad boy I put up there. So that sucker came.
Go over by your microphone. So
All right. Sorry. So that guy, that big old little guy, came in a bag.
Of dicks?
Uh-huh.
It was a bag of dicks.
Bag
O dicks. And this, I call it the tentacle, but because it is, but it literally came in a bag, and Steph gave it to me while I was in a parking lot.
Yeah.
And she approached me and said, "Hey, basically, here's a bag of dicks."
That was how I sealed the deal with Joe to become my co-host.
There you go.
On this show.
I announced
So
it,
every
and
once
I'm like,
in a while,
let's go to this unlit parking lot in the back, and I'm gonna give you a bag,
of dicks. And then she pushed me into the parking lot and goes, "We need to do this radio show, and we're gonna have a blast, and it's gonna be awesome, and this and that." And I'm looking at it going, really? So every single time we think about it or we talk about it, every once in a while, the bag of dicks, quote unquote, comes up, right?
Yeah.
Like, and
If he would have said no, he didn't get the bag of dicks.
I didn't get the bag.
Or get to co-host with you.
Well,
Yeah.
to be honest, I was more interested
You
in the
know
bag of dicks.
Now, this particular one that we're seeing is a dork.
And so this is the last one that
Right.
I have from the entire bag.
That,
But it's a whale's penis.
What,
It's
No.
tentacle.
No.
No, it's
What is
tentacle
it?
porn.
it's a tentacle.
Steph can
The
describe it
company
because-
that made the bag specializes in fantasy tools, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know what to call it.
I mean, I don't know who would fantasize about something that
And so, like,
small.
all their stuff. Well, no,
No,
that's
this
just
is
a model.
a replica. This is
Okay.
this is a scale
All
size
their-
of what
Speak for
the original.
yourself.
All their stuff
It's
would
cold
come,
outside.
it would come from the fantasy realm. So, like, aliens, elves,
Oh, you're not talking about like fantasy, like two human adults having a
No,
fantasy.
this is all like
This is
Okay.
literally like, yeah. So
this is
she
on-
hands me a bag of dicks filled all fantasy style, like miniature replicas of real giant dildos. Well, we're starting off this. This
we're
this
starting off
bag.
strong.
This is
We're
like
starting
a-
off strong on
This
this,
is gonna
this
be hard to
show.
follow.
this is like a Cartman thing right here.
So
What would you
Totally.
say?
Okay, so we'll take it down just so now we're all on the same page on why I'm
Whoa,
here.
whoa, whoa.
The bag fell. The dick fell. The
Nothing
dick
like
fell.
hitting the floor with your
Bag of
Yogi.
dicks.
It's not circumcised.
and you see it has like
Yeah.
the suction cups and everything. So.
Yeah, it has the tentacles.
Oh, use it for
his
it's
and her
legit,
pleasure.
like real.
So you suction cup it to like the bathroom.
No,
I've seen
like,
the way
there's-
these videos start.
There's suction cups there, like on the actual.
Hi, I'm here to give you an estimate for your roof. Next thing you know,
Listen, this
apparently
one-
my
this one-
nervousness went right
So
out the
now
door.
now that we've established what all of our minds are at this table in this room and in this studio, we now know where we're at. So
So if anybody has any fun inside jokes
Right.
that they
Don't-
would like to share, you could protect the innocent, change names, whatever.
but
Yeah.
don't be afraid to hold back, right? Like we're totally open to some good old fashioned real
now
inside jokes.
We're gonna put the link out there, so you'll see good old Uncle Pete. God rest his soul. He's got the StreamYard link. You can throw that in your URL
Ooh.
and join us today and tell us your story.
infection?
What is that? Is that where this thing goes?
Sometimes it,
So
Put your URL, your UTI.
it's,
Right, did I go the wrong way there?
yeah, right. Maybe that's what causes the UTI. I don't know.
It is. It
So
is.
I feel like, with all of us, like how much we kind of see each other, hang out with each other.
know our
Um,
senses of humor.
right. So we
And our
all
comfort.
right. So like I feel like as time develops, everybody has inside jokes with everybody at some point in
Yeah.
time. There's something kooky or funny that happens while we're out and about, especially networking or at after hours events or whatever the case may be. But do you guys ever feel like weird when somebody else has an inside joke and you don't exactly know like the deal and what's behind
Yes.
like that?
100%. Because I want to know: is it dirty? Is it religious? Is it?
Am I
what-
allowed to make a dirty comment about
Right,
this? Or
right.
what can I say and am I not allowed to say?
Did you get caught masturbating in the bathroom at school at 14 too? I need to know these.
Two?
that-
Wait, also?
Are you
No,
What
is it
did you
TW?
say?
Oh, like they were pissed off.
Oh,
Whoa.
okay. Just making sure.
At 14 too. Is that military time?
Oh, 200 hours, sir.
But it's just, and then like how many people can you share this? Like, so now we just shared this inside joke with like 35 million people out there. So now is it still an inside joke or now did it just become public knowledge?
Well,
So
I
did we
think if
just ruin
anybody-
it?
No, because let's face it, right? To be honest, there's 35 million people out there, but we're going to go and nobody's going to come up to us one day. And if they do, God, I'm going to feel like a celebrity because if there's somebody comes up to me and says, "Hey, bag of dicks, great," I'm going to be like,
Hey, you're the bag of dicks guy.
"Wow, yeah, right." Like I'm going to feel really good about that, right? Like
All right, so
But-
everybody, if you see Joe at Jewel, that's what you
Just
guys
walk
holler
do.
it
up to
out.
me, bag of dicks from aisle 7, woo, right? Like, no, to be honest, like, how often are people going to walk up to you and have that comment between, like,
I mean, like somebody walking up to me is probably going to be vastly different than somebody walking up to you. I feel like if somebody walked up to you and said that, probably would be received pretty
normal
good.
step and pace for me?
Me,
Me
I don't
now back
know.
by the dumpster.
like that might be weird. Like if I was at
If
Jewel,
Rich was there, totally off.
yeah, because I don't. Well, I guess now he knows today.
Now he knows.
He
Oh,
didn't know about.
He didn't
that.
know about the.
No.
If you watch
Sorry, Rich. I'm sorry, Rich.
Of course.
Rich. Sorry, Rich.
So
Well, at least yours wasn't.
Surprise,
in-
Rich.
Rich, on the good side, yours wasn't in that bag.
That poor
So-
guy.
Yes, when I walk up to answer
he
your
tells me
question,
every day he knows what the crazy is that he married. That was a choice.
I meant that
see,
poor
that's the inside joke,
Yeah.
right? Like between them.
joke's on him.
Yeah. To answer your question, yes, I walk into a conversation and may hear some inside joke between some people, right? Like I've come up to you because Robert, you're sitting in a great group, or Kent, same thing, or even Steph. You guys are in a group of networking people and you're talking to people you already know. And I just feel comfortable walking up and standing in your group because I know you guys very well. And I don't need to comment on the inside jokes you're making with that group of people.
Because you know.
But well, I know you're having a good time, right? Like, but I'm going to sit and listen and try to absorb that inside joke and try to get it, right? Like, I don't need to comment, but yeah, you're right. Do I say, oh yeah, your mom is fat, when maybe that would be off, right?
Maybe
like
she's dead, and that's
maybe,
really
yeah.
insulting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Too soon. Too soon.
Right.
Right. Right. Those are like, to me, yes, I feel out of inside jokes if I hear them from other groups, but that's not to say I feel outside.
I think the first time, you're like, but then the second time,
you hear it, right?
You do it again, you're like, wait a minute.
And then
you're
you walk
starting
up and
to
they stop
catch on to
talking.
it. Yeah, you're starting to catch on
And then
to
you
the
realize
joke,
it's
right?
about you.
Or you're not, and you're like, wait a minute.
So true. So true.
But then going back to the just walking up in groups, I mean, one, we'll take it serious for a second, which is very hard for me to do, and I realize that. But we do have a great group of networking people and and companies that I think that we all feel 100% comfortable with. And
HR companies do not like us.
No. You know what? Fuck them.
Right. Wait, rest in peace. Rest in peace, Pete.
Yeah,
rest in peace,
yeah.
Pete. Pete was
You better
totally
be
HR.
careful. We're gonna start hearing the banging in the wall again.
Pete's gonna come back to the studio real soon.
Shayna.
Okay, Shayna.
It's the bag of dicks guy.
What is she? Shayna says.
Yeah, bag of ducks guy. I think it autocorrect.
Yeah, autocorrect to
She must
docs.
spend a lot of time out on the lake.
Bag of dicks
Yes.
would be a
Sitting on the
terrible
dick of the
nickname.
bag.
So yes, it's still an inside
Right, that's
joke. If I see you around town, my husband will be horrified when I address you as bag of dicks guy. But to be honest, Shayna, let me meet your husband. And one conversation with him, I bet he'd be totally enthralled with knowing that I'm. Now I see it.
Like, I get it. Makes sense.
Yep. Oh, totally it. Yeah, that's him. That's that bag of dicks guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
what's another inside joke? I know that you guys have one, since Joe and I shared the one that we have.
We have one that goes way back. It's sitting here. Everybody can see it.
Yeah.
Some people have known it. A lot of people actually in McHenry probably actually know this box because it's showed up multiple scenes, public scenes.
What was that?
Yes, dude, I sent him all the pictures.
What-
That not the ones you sent me from earlier, right?
I wish I would have.
from the year before, right?
Yeah.
The year prior. So okay, so let's backtrack.
One, we all love Joe. We love Joe's box, right? I mean, that's how this all started.
He
Is
does have a very
beautiful.
McHenry loves Joe's box.
and
It's
it's a
beautiful.
well-formed box.
It's
Yeah.
a beautiful box. It's wrapped well.
It's dry, but spit on it. We're good.
The mortar is not fresh.
No.
It needs some tuck
Tuck
points.
point. Yeah, tuck point.
Tuck pointing.
I know a guy.
I need a new veneer.
I got it.
Okay, so we're diving a little deep on the box, but
That's what she
Wait.
said.
it's a deep box, so we can do so. And we still have
I
plenty
can't,
of room.
I'm Irish.
We have lots of room.
It's cold.
Yeah.
Oh my God. All right, we're gonna get in trouble. Oh, we can't.
No.
Not FCC.
No,
Okay,
but sometimes my clients do watch the show.
so
Okay,
somebody's gonna get in trouble that has a client. So okay, so
Let us
this
pray.
box, let's set the scene. Robert, where did this box first show up? Where, why, and how?
Circa 1972.
Yep.
It was
Was that
2 years? 2001.
It was
2000.
2000, not
20.
2 years, 2020.
Yes.
Yes.
So the booth that you had, it was a clue booth for murder mystery. The booth that you had, we had to have a clue somewhere.
Correct.
And your, I can't even. I still don't know what to do with my hands. So
Shayna's having too much fun here now already.
Bag of dick guy goes deep on box.
Triple X. There's your 21-6 t-shirt
Deep,
for the
deep
day.
in the conversation.
Yes.
Nothing else.
Hello.
All right.
Is
So
this a gun?
we had a murder mystery event in McHenry, and I was
That's where that's from?
Yeah,
I
the
was
first one.
positioned the
The first
very
one.
first murder mystery in
You said
McHenry.
position.
I was positioned at a booth, and I was told to give a go ahead.
A presentation. You were not told to
Correct.
give what you gave every passerby. But we'll get back to that. So the reason for the box is because your promo item that year was flashlights. So we had to find something that we could utilize the flashlights for, remember?
Correct.
Or we had flashlights
Correct.
for some reason. It might have been
somebody was giving out, and they wanted to use flashlights.
Correct. So the clue was, I don't know if you guys can see this hole.
Here, hang on, let me do it. Ready?
Here,
Hang on.
hold
I got
Hold on,
it.
Let me see. No, you can do it on that one.
We're gonna do it from this one.
Yeah,
All
I'll
right,
just-
ready?
Yeah, you just
Ready?
pointed at that
Here we
camera.
go. Ready? There is the hole in my box.
Yeah.
See that box? It's got a hole in the end. And if you actually look way into the down,
Is the
into
clue
the deep
still
of
in
it, there's you think I'm gonna erase the clue from the bottom of this thing? I can't get down there. I never opened it. Anyway,
So, long story short, that was Joe's clue. He's all set up, all professional, like we always all are.
Mhm.
You want a flashlight?
oh
I
yeah,
have a flashlight.
yeah. We're set up professional, and they give me this box.
It's just listen. Just put your feet in the stirrup so she can look in there.
She's gonna look down in there. So literally, this was it. Was everybody had to look down in
there
the
is
box,
something
just
in
like
there.
she's doing, to find the numbers at the bottom of the box. So
What's in there?
what did I do? Go ahead. Yeah. Joe says,
What's in my box?
and literally held it up to my waist and made everybody look down into the box of the hole of the box.
People are looking at
I did it first to Robert and first
Whoa,
off.
whoa.
No. Yeah. Hold on, everybody else.
So everybody got such a kick out of it.
They
just
loved it.
So then he's walking around. What's in my box? What's in my
What's
box?
in the box? What's
For
in the
hours,
box? Right? Hours.
So then at
I
the
was gonna
end
have
of
to do this murder mystery next year.
Oh
so
my
much
God.
fun.
It's so much
so
fun.
second year we do it. I bring the box back. So I took. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. So first off, he walks away and somehow this box disappears, and I thought it was gone forever. And then he's got a phone booth and a poker table in his house, and all of a sudden I'm getting pictures. I'm getting pictures of the box playing poker at Robert's poker table. I'm getting pictures of the box in the phone booth
With a captain's hat. And I had
With
to
it- oh,
put the phone on.
with the phone up. He's got full
Oh my God,
on
it's like
pictures.
when people steal people's like
Yeah.
yard gnomes and
Yeah,
then
exactly.
take them on
Yeah.
vacation.
Exactly. So literally I'm getting pictures throughout the next year
So what's this?
of Robert with these pictures. So all these ones that I sent you
Yeah.
that you have, these are all of me. So Robert brought the box to last year's murder mystery, and it was a totally different theme. The box was not incorporated. However,
But everybody's like, "You're the box guy."
everybody kept pointing at me going, "You're the box guy. What's in the
Now you're the bag of
box?"
dicks guy.
Yeah. And I
A box of
literally
dicks.
I literally kept pulling the box out from under the table that I had there, going, "It's still here. We still have it." So I took it that year, and then I took these pictures of that I sent you guys. I took all these pictures the past year.
Stay tuned. Throughout the show, we'll just show.
Drop a couple
we'll show
pictures
Joe's
in.
box and different.
Dawn, he stole from me too.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what happened.
Wait, so here's
First
what
of all,
happened.
let me just
Hang
say
on.
right now, hashtag Century 21 Realty.
Shots fired
Wow,
on the
this is an
show.
inside joke, clearly, right? That's where you can't go.
I
"Oh,
immediately became wildly uncomfortable with not knowing this inside joke. I'm just putting it out there.
All right, so here's what happened. We have the wine walk, and we just
Right.
we took away from your box. I'm sorry, it's all about my box right now.
Oh,
So-
I'm okay with that.
So we're all walking. I think it was a wine walk. It might have been murder mystery, whatever the event was.
So wait, so you're saying you have two boxes?
Maybe his box just gets around.
He has two boxes in rotation.
I was just misunderstood. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, keep going.
So on the front of Dawn's desk, you got her computer screen there, everything, all the wires on the front. It said, "I am the chaos coordinator." So we're sitting there talking. Michael's sitting over there. I take the thing. I'm like to Michael, and I put it in my pocket and I walk out with it. So Dorothy Wolf is outside. I'm not trying to call everybody out here, but if I'm being called out, Dawn, then
right. If the inside joke is being let loose,
and Dawn, by the way, I do support Bremer Team. You know that #BremerTeam.com. So
good call.
What I was going to do is we were going to take this. I am the chaos coordinator. And we were all going to take selfies with it in our offices. I gave it to Dorothy first. So we were just going to all take selfies because she had no idea it was gone. So about a week goes by, and I'm trying to get it to everybody. A week goes by, and somebody posted something, and Kelsey commented, "Oh, like when Robert stole the sign off of Dawn's desk." It's been like a week and a half. It tags Dawn Bremer in the comments.
Sold you out.
Right. And it wasn't even meant to be that way. It was one of those like, all right, now the joke's out.
Yep.
By the way, Dawn, I will return the sign one day.
Oh, so
you
this
still
is
have
like
it?
Where Dawn, so then Dawn copycatted you then. Now it all makes sense at the gala, the McHenry gala that we were all at the after hours. And then Dawn borrowed people's cell phones, and then we took additional pictures on people's phones.
Hundreds.
And some of them got posted to Facebook. It's
we won't name
from
any
the person. So yeah,
I wish I was at this gala because
So
I
now I
promised
get
we would have. I would
This
have a
is a
lot
good
more. I would be in on the inside.
So she took
jokes.
a page out of your playbook on that.
She did.
Oh, that's awesome.
So to go back to the gala, it was a blast. It was just, as all the events are, it was a fun time.
That's amazing.
I never met Rich before, Stephanie's husband, prior to the gala. We'll call it a gala.
Gala?
Much.
Yeah, you're
I
not
like
that
it.
fancy. You're
No.
not that fancy.
No.
Me neither.
So
The gala.
So I've got to unpack everything, get everything broken down at the end of the night. So I wasn't drinking like everybody else. Well, I mean, I don't know how everybody else was drinking, but I was not drinking that Irishly. So
who are you calling Irish? I'm Irish. What are you saying about us?
I don't know what's in your cup.
Please, all the, please, all
what's in the box?
Fuck off.
That's right. Please, all the Irish people send your
Yeah.
emails to.
Listen. I
It all was
cannot.
bremerteam@gmail.com.
I cannot step up to a football line, but I can step up to a bar stool nonetheless.
So we get done and everybody's already like getting ready to be done. The bar's getting ready to close. And so I start talking to Rich. I don't even know what about, but we start talking about things. Next thing you know, the bar's closed. Our drinks are gone. And I had a bottle of Yellowstone that I won at the whiskey pull.
Yeah.
And I cannot confirm nor deny. I woke up with a bell on my dresser from the front desk. I don't know exactly what happened. But I do believe that after the bar closed, all I know is that we continued to drink my bottle of whiskey throughout the throughout the morning.
Good morning.
You and Rich?
Yeah.
All of us.
Yes.
Everybody.
Yes.
Well, there
I
was
wish
like-
I was there.
There was
That
like a
would've been
handful of
great
us,
night.
and like it got to the point where they shut the bar down, and they thought we would get the hint, but we were like, "Oh, there's chairs," so we went and said the chairs. Then it got
Totally.
to the point where they shut the lights off, so we're sitting there
in the dark.
drinking, like we didn't get the hint.
And I think we went behind the bar and got cups of ice. I don't
Cannot confirm nor deny.
correct.
Correct.
We're
I
never
do-
going to be invited back.
I do know the next morning I woke up and I go downstairs to get one of those carts because I packed like I was staying for a month because that's what I do. And I had
Prepper. You're
Yeah.
a prepper.
Yeah. I
Right.
brought the blow up sheep and I had that head, the football.
Wait, blow
helmet.
up what? Sheep?
No, I said I brought
I
clean,
thought it
clean
said
sheets.
sheep, too.
I brought clean
Right?
sheets.
No, he said blow up sheet. You said blow up sheet. Rewind it. We got instant replay on audio?
So and then I brought my football helmet that holds the beer. So I'm like, I'm like 19. I'm like, we're gonna have fun tonight. None of that came out. Anyway, I had to repack everything and get it on the cart, and it's like an embarrassing thing, like my cowboy boots, a blow up sheep, and I mean clean sheets.
Sheep. He said it again.
So,
Thank you, Don. Thank you, Don.
So
That's great.
as I'm walking through the lobby, I'm walking by all the tables we were sitting at the night before, and
Were they
there's
still trash?
no, but there's
We
stands.
cleaned them up.
Oh yeah, we cleaned up very well. There were stands with things written on them that says no outside food or alcohol allowed at the bar. Only patrons of the bar allowed to sit at tables. And I know those signs were not there the night before. So
Oh, I had my flask on the bar top at a point too.
That's why the signs were there.
yes,
Hello,
I don't know.
McFly.
Whatever. We spent a good amount of money at that bar after the open bar from,
absolutely.
from the event.
So, do you guys have inside jokes? Because clearly we all know them. We all
if
have
it
them.
wasn't for Eric Vicencio and Michelle with the food that they brought down, they brought like bags of chips. They had like cheese and sausage sticks and all that good stuff.
Eric brought his sausage out?
Yeah, like
I mean, it was cold that night.
It was
a
cold.
lot.
Yeah,
It was a lot, but it was cold.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he's bearded.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I like what you did there.
Thank you.
Yeah, if they wouldn't have had that, that would have like.
So in the green room, Joe was asking me, what are some inside
Correct.
jokes?
Yes.
So everybody knows that is familiar with 21-6. The second week of September, I always go on man camp. We call it man camp because we go to a place there's no running water, so no women or children, right? Because you poop in a hole, right? That we dig. Right, so
take the box.
We might take the box.
No, do not defile the box.
Shit box.
Yeah.
We'll create a new shit box.
So every year there's some sort of gag or joke on somebody, and we don't, not a ball gag.
Not like a.
This is the judge-free zone.
Right. A running gag. So what happened a couple years ago, Vic comes up and Vic's been coming for years, and he got a brand new Lincoln. So he drives up in his Lincoln to man camp, right?
Middle of nowhere woods, right?
Yeah, we're up just northern Wisconsin, Tomahawk area, 3.5 acres right on the Wisconsin River. You get maybe one bar if you're lucky, if the wind blows the right way, right? On a phone. And so and what we do is we imbibe there, right? So everybody's getting in tune with a different world, and he takes his keys out of his pocket, and we just keep opening his trunk. So we open his trunk, and everybody's like, "Hey Vic, your trunk's open." What the? So all weekend, and he's like, click, click, and he locks it, and one of my buddies is, trying to get a hotspot so he can hack into his car to override everything and just keep clicking the trunk. So all weekend he can't figure out why his trunk won't ever stay closed. So we're like, "Hey, Vic, what? I thought you closed it." "Oh man, what? I must have sat on my keys." He doesn't even have his keys with him. So
they're sitting over by Kent, and Kent's going click,
right.
click.
So everybody's we're in tears, right? So this past year, again, I didn't drink this past year.
This is
right, and so when I go up there, I always take a pipe. I happen to take my corn cob pipe this time, and so. I was Scott, of course, gave everybody some gummies. So I'm up there taking 50 milligram gummies like they're, juju fruits.
Skittles. Yep.
I don't think I feel anything. Right. And so I'm sitting there.
I can't even.
And I'm sitting there and I'm on.
Yes, you can.
So I'm sitting on a zero gravity glider. Just kick.
No, it was a regular chair. It's just he was so high. I'm kidding.
And so I smoke my pipe, and then I set it down right next to me, and we're talking or whatever, and I don't know, a half hour goes by, maybe 45 minutes. I'm like, man, I get to smoke my pipe, and I look, and it's gone. It's just, I'm looking around me. I'm on this zero gravity glider trying to see if it fell out of my pocket, whatever. And I'm like, motherfucker, right? And so I find somebody's like, "Oh, hey man, it's over here." I'm like, "Oh, I can't remember taking it.
I must have left it there. Yeah.
Right. So I go get it. And then again. So, and then we go up there on Thursday by probably 4 p.m. on Friday. I go, "Oh, fuck, it's my year.
He's the butt of the joke.
I'm the running joke this year.
He's the guy this week.
I'm the guy this weekend." And so, and I couldn't even get mad. I had to laugh even harder because I'm like, I'm brilliant, because I'm probably the asshole who started this whole thing. Right. And so, we've got another guy, Chad, 6'9", and every time he gets loaded, he takes his shoe off and starts massaging his foot and like runs his fingers through his toes and then puts his shoe back on, never cleans his hand, right? And then he'll be like,
rubbing his face. Actually verbally say, because you're the only one not in the camera. He goes, he's like,
literally
rubbing his face
rubbing
is
his
what
face, running his
Kent
hand
meant
through
to
his
say.
hairs, whatever. And so we're like, all right, every time he touches his foot, everybody's got to just pound one. Shotgun it or whatever.
You're talking about drinking, not
Well, hey, what happens there stays there.
There's no women.
Yeah. Hey, you saw the tentacle. Anyway, so for the whole weekend, he does have no idea that when he touches his feet, we're all just slamming beers. And he's like, we're like, by the time we're done, he's like, what's going on? And then finally at breakfast on Monday morning when we're leaving, we had to tell him, we're like, listen, idiot, everything. I was wondering what you guys were,
Well, that's good that he didn't make it till Sunday until before he noticed, and you made it till at least like Friday
night,
and was like,
after I'd lost my pipe 17 times.
Yeah.
Of the 2,700 times you lost it, once was real and legit.
Yeah, the first time was real. It fell out of my pocket as we were unloading or whatever. And I'm like, and then I found it. I'm like, and then that's what started it.
In the grass.
Yeah. It was in the grass by the cabin. And I was just like, man, that was crazy. Facebook user. I don't think Man Camp was meant to be.
It says on my phone that it's Shanna.
Oh, Shayna. Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
She switched.
She switched over.
Users.
So Shayna says, don't think Man Camp was meant to be experienced. No, it's not. It's absolutely not. And
sober is what you take of it, right? Like there could be sober in any different.
We have got
means,
guys
right?
up there who
you could be totally dehydrated and you're not sober.
So like me and my girlfriend, like close girlfriends, we have an inside joke of where we say that's below my tax bracket. So like anybody that says something or does something that we find to be idiotic, obnoxious, whatever, then that's below my tax bracket.
Right.
So,
something you just wouldn't do.
I don't know if we wouldn't do it, but like for the maybe the person offering that's below my tax bracket.
Got it. Okay. Fair enough.
Well, let's take a look at Joe's box. There it is.
So
one of the things, Restoration 1 right now.
One of the things that we used to do back in the day, I worked in the shoe store, was we had all these other Al Bundy. I used to say to people, I'll be your Al Bundy. Shut up, because I actually did say that.
He was like, your buddy rubbing toes.
Look at this. Look at that box practicing proper PPE.
So when you were putting shoes on men, were you putting your fingers through their toes like his buddy
Absolutely not. I don't have a foot fetish.
Let me just slide this on.
Yeah. No, absolutely not.
How does that feel?
No. However, as any store that has multiple stores, we had, other people that we would call, and HR, but we had other people that we call, and I'd call the other stores within my region for them to send me a pair of shoes or something that I needed. And we would literally, just because it was stupid and an inside joke, we'd literally call up each other and go, and then hang up the phone. And we do it from our cell phones, so they had no idea who was calling their store phone. And it was something so immature and stupid, but in a retail mall, like, what do you do to pass your time? You prank call people again, right? Like, so that was just something we did in the shoe store to pass time, I guess. But it was more fun.
Like, it's the fucking idiots from the shoe store again.
Fucking Joe.
No, we called our own shoe stores, right? Like I called, and they knew exactly like what was going on, but it just still was stupid and funny. Dumb things you do, right? Like, that's a good one. Put that one up. That one's a good
skeleton.
The one with the skeleton
and the Christmas tree.
And the Christmas tree in the background. That was such a good one.
Oh my God. You're like reminiscing, and you literally sent these pictures this morning.
Right. Well, I sent them to you guys. I just literally was going through and click, and then sent them. But you and I sent them to you a while ago.
It shows the bones on the box.
Wait.
The bones
All right.
in the box.
First off, are there things that you guys do with people through like, these are all very deep inside jokes.
Like one of my friends, so we've known each other since elementary school.
Yeah.
Okay. And she happened to run into Gavin somewhere. Well, Gavin was out with his friends. I think they were bowling and she was there with her friends. Gavin hasn't seen her since he was a toddler.
Okay.
Like maybe they've seen each other like once. Oh yeah, because she came to Gavin's high school graduation party. So they really haven't seen each other and whatever. And she's like waving at him. And he's like looking around like, I don't even know this lady, whatever.
He's like looking over his shoulder.
Yeah.
Is she waving at somebody behind me?
So then she finally approached him and was like, oh, I've been friends with your mom since grammar school, and I was the one that taught you how to say the word shit when you were like 18 months. It was like one of your top 5 first words. And Gavin came home and he's like, did Janet really teach me how to say that? I'm like, yeah. That was
True story.
And if that was his 5th word, Gavin is fucking savage.
He's absolutely a savage, and he is. Well, and that's like, wait, it says reminiscing juice that makes it like new. It's true. Like, so to me,
in your cup.
To me,
Juice in your cup.
Juice in your cup.
The yellow one right there. I think is what
in your box.
I think what she's saying is when you're drinking, that's the reminiscing juice that makes it like new.
It makes it like new. Which it seems always like new, but it's the continuing on
and
with the
joke.
joke.
Really funny when you have to explain it that hard.
No.
I don't know if
but to be honest, some of the best inside jokes you have to explain for like a day for somebody outside. Oh, there's some inside jokes that I have that with some people that I know that if I have to literally walk through like an hour,
that is way too complicated.
An hour-long progression to get through to say this is what it really was and why we laugh about it now, right? Like there's 7 points of contact to get to that.
That is too long, Joe. Like I would lose attention span after the first.
I'm not
session.
saying I'm not saying you should be in on the inside joke. What I'm saying is
if
that
you want to know,
is that
if you want to be in the know,
right?
You gotta,
like this is our inside joke.
Here we go. We're gonna have a whole classroom session.
Let ogres have layers
because and then you get done going. I guess it wasn't really that.
Ogres.
3 hours later, after
Joe's gonna have a slideshow presentation.
Ogres have layers. Ogres have layers. Thank you.
They're like onions.
They're like onions. Ogres have layers.
I know Ken can relate to this because I know you like the TikTok.
Yeah.
The
TikTok.
Yeah.
So
is that like the Walmart?
Like
the Facebook?
Yeah.
The
Home
The
Depot.
sex.
The home. I don't even add home to it. I just call it the depot.
You're gonna leave off a word.
But so
I'm redneck enough.
So they had this whole thing on TikTok about realtors and stuff. So if Dawn's still listening, that she's a realtor. And so anytime we have to like wait for a dinner reservation or wait on an upgrade or something like that, one of the 3 of us, usually it's me, April, and Dawn, will yell out, "But I'm a realtor."
And it works.
No, but like it's funny to us because it's just an inside thing.
Thanks, Robbie.
Wow. Thank you, Robbie. Listen, dude, I literally don't hate on me for Shrek, bro. Robbie, come on. Robbie is going Shrek reference.
Okay.
It's 2023, bro.
It's just like on TikTok, they have like a whole thing where strippers are accountants.
And then Dawn says, I'm a realtor.
So I said it in a presentation in front of everybody, like at a networking group. I'm like, oh, I'm an accountant and I do what accountants do. And anybody that watches TikTok giggled because they knew exactly what that was.
Now, okay.
What were you going to say?
Yeah.
Oh, Bob Gibbons. You can say all you want if you don't want help moving on Sunday. Keep it up.
Oh. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for the support, Robert. Better than a Robbie. Robert.
It's like a small Robert.
Robbie.
Okay, that actually brings up a good point. There are inside jokes that are social inside jokes, right? Like we all have our inside jokes that are within our network, right? But then there are social inside jokes, i.e., one of the ones that I tried to do recently within the last month was
and I said, epic fail.
No. Well, okay. Yes, it was. Nobody I said it to knows it. So I'm curious out of you guys, because I don't think I've said it to anybody. Can I get 2 claps and a Ric Flair? Woo! Right? Everybody knows Ric Flair. Have you ever heard of "Can I get 2 claps and a Ric Flair"?
No.
But that was an ESPN.
That's for like Tom and Tim show.
But that no. Hang on. That is not. What? That's wrestling related. However, it was an ESPN viral video or whatever that was made because it was done at like a Dallas Cowboys like training camp thing where they were all in the huddle and one of the guys hyping up the huddle goes, give me, at the end of his hype up goes, give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair. Woo! Right? And everybody did that in the huddle of a football huddle, right, with a bunch of football players on ESPN. It had the only reference to wrestling was Ric Flair.
Well, now that we're all on Twitch, everybody would get the, like what Joe's saying is the Leroy Jenkins. When you yell out Leroy Jenkins, that's from Twitch.
Don't know what that is. I don't know what that is.
I've never met Leroy.
It was
Leroy. Whoa, are you from the Jetsons?
It's from these guys were playing StarCraft. I don't know if it was StarCraft 1 or StarCraft 2. I don't know, but like the guy, and then they did some big play in the game, and then he just yelled out Leroy Jenkins, but it was like a very long thing. But it also made it into a movie recently that Rich and I watched. Oh God.
What kind of movie is this?
It was
Leroy Jenkins.
I'm gonna have to table this and check tape and get back to you. I don't. Yeah.
Wait.
Let me check with my account.
So wait, all of us here know that all of us here know
that's below my tax bracket.
That's below my tax. That's below my accounting bracket. All of us here, then let's go to.
I don't know.
See,
Jenkins.
Thank you.
Of course, I know Shrek. Everybody knows.
Come on, don't hush up, Robbie. Listen, all right, everybody. So let's get down this route. Let's go to one that all of us know. I can yell out something that all of us know, and everybody will know this reference. And now we're kind of getting into movie quotes, right? But it's something that you know the position of the person, right? So, ready? Kelly Clarkson.
What? Oh, that's from 40-Year-Old Virgin, from when he got his nipple waxed.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
You would think that nipple waxing, I would know that one.
I yelled out an actual.
Listen, Robbie says no Shrek, but not Leroy Jenkins. The reference was also made on the floor of Congress during the speaker vote. Yeah, I've got 3,000 things better to do than watch the floor of Congress during the speaker vote. Let's just
Thank you, Rob. Yeah. Thank you, Robbie.
Here's what I say.
Oh, I like the toilet flush better. Yeah, I like that. Huh? Yeah, and hang on. So if we go down this route,
you said go down,
not the box.
Let's take another look at your box.
Let's take another look at it.
Okay,
that's a good one. I was in bed at that time.
Oh yeah, with the Carhartts.
I had my overalls on. I was like in bed. I even had my boots on in bed. I couldn't believe I did that.
Is that a map of America in your bedroom? What is that?
It is. It is.
Hey, honey,
I see California.
Let's play Pioneer.
So to be honest, that map, if you want to know, that's an inside joke.
It's not. Let's go on a trip.
Was it the Oregon Trail, right?
Wow.
Yeah, the Oregon Trail.
I've been trying to get my kids to play that for a while.
Oh, good luck.
No, I really think they'd love that game. Who doesn't want to get diphtheria?
Well, the other day.
Who does not want to
go down on the box?
This is
the other day I told Eli that he couldn't have a computer and that he had to wait till he was older to have a computer in his room. Okay. So then he drew his own computer with Minecraft on it.
I saw that.
And then
he almost got QWERTY correct.
Well, he's like, I'm going to play on my computer. And he like opens up the piece of paper and has like a little thing behind it so it doesn't fall over. And he's like, oh yeah. And then there's a oscillator and this. And he had like all these things going on the computer. He's like, well, I won. And then he shuts the computer.
Nice. Love it.
So did you give him a reward for winning? Because
No.
come on, like
He
a
just-
piece of paper saying
He has like the
reward.
most like
Here's some
insane
Roblox.
like
He got a
imagination.
participation medal.
Here's some cardboard so you could build. Here's some cardboard so you could build a more robust computer.
That's right. It's better. Yeah.
But well, my mom, when she came in town, she went to Home Depot and bought like a bunch of moving boxes, and then she like string tied them together and then cut holes in them and made a whole ice cream truck and put it in my basement. So you like could crawl into the ice cream truck and serve ice cream.
Is it still there? That's what
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
know.
say, does it still serve ice cream?
I think.
And how far is this from here?
Not far. I can tell you that. I'm not asking that question. Does it still serve ice cream? Is it soft serve? Is it scooped? Are there waffle cones?
Is it like TCBY? Can we put our own toppings on it?
Thank
But just so
Thank
you know-
good
But just so
question,
you know,
good question.
Eli does not take coin money. He only takes paper money.
Mm.
He lets you know.
I got a whole lot of paper money I'll draw out for him.
Because it doesn't jingle, it folds.
Let me wiggle, for sure.
For
Is
sure.
that an inside
No,
joke?
it's on the TikTok.
That's from the TikTok.
See, that's a
That's it.
inside joke that I don't know because
You got to get on the TikTok.
You
guys.
need
the
the
TikTok
TikTok
I will never be on. So
Oh, they might be banning it in Illinois. There's something that's up.
yeah,
for
because the
potential.
TikTok's owned by China.
You might as well
Inside
you
joke.
might as well start blocking freedom of speech. Anyway,
No,
should we
Here-
go
hey,
down that
because
road?
they get because
Wait,
China
here we
gets all
are.
your information. They flew a freaking balloon over. They took
Yeah.
pictures of your house.
And we're gonna complain when we let it go all the way across the country before we shoot it down.
I
And
love
we,
that.
And we
I love-
digress.
Wait, let's
Talk
talk
about an
about
inside
gifts.
joke.
Let's talk about gifts and memes
Yeah.
for a second here because those are total
Is it
inside
GIFs
jokes.
or gifts?
Oh,
It is
good-
GIFs.
It is GIFs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really? I call it gifts.
No, it's
Everybody,
GIFs.
because it's the G.
We're half and
Yeah.
half, 50-50.
It's not
So
girls. It's
Fuck
Well,
you
the G
guys.
stands for generated. Are you gonna say generated?
Oh.
yeah.
I would.
I just.
Mind
Oh,
blown.
that's gonna be. Yeah.
Whoa.
Uh-huh. I got something now.
Okay.
We'll figure it
Sorry.
out. Anyway,
Had a moment.
so here I get this great. I pull up my phone and here's this wonderful GIF. What do you guys
There's
want
no
to call
H. What?
GIF,
it? GIF?
like
GIF?
GIF, like the
Just
peanut
call
butter.
it- yeah,
GIF?
like the-
Jiffy?
Like the peanut
It's
butter,
not
yeah.
Jiffy. It's not GIF like JIF. It's GIF.
You just call it whatever you want.
So
I'm not
I
gonna
get
split
this
hairs.
great pictorial documentation of something that represents a funny scene.
Yes.
Fair?
Wow, that was deep. Like the box.
Hey.
Hey, ta-da. Thank you. And I look at it, and here we are talking about how, the balloon was over Alaska, and we go, meh. And then it's over Montana, and we go, no. And then it's over like Kansas, and they go, meh. And then it floats over the, way past the states, and they go, now with like the Braveheart face
Yeah.
attack, right? Like
Maverick,
yes.
Maverick, can you go shoot that down?
Yeah. Now, so to me, what's the Battleship? Was that the movie Battleship where he goes, light them up now, and they
Yeah.
go, wait, now? Yeah, now, right? So once it's over, fine. I love the imagery, right, and the verbiage, and to me, there's so many things that I send. I'm sure I've sent them to each one of you guys, and probably many of our listeners, where I love to create. One of my favorite things is just creating a personalized GIF, whatever you want to call it.
What?
Right here.
Is that
so
cool?
like,
Why do you say cool
get
whip?
this one? Like you had. To
But I create the
for
GIF.
Valentine's Day,
Yes, I get that one.
right? You know what movie it's from?
No, I
Oh,
told her I don't know it.
I don't know the movie, but I
What?
got the.
What? Let me
I,
say,
I it's funny,
Fast
but I
and
don't
Furious.
know it.
It's a movie from like the late 80s.
Yep, I was 12. Nope.
I had
under
this on
12.
VHS.
I was less
Oh,
than I was
it's
7 or
from-
under.
So it was
Kent's
like
older than
a.
me, and I was 7 or under, and I don't get that.
It was a special Valentine's Day one, and it says, "I want to wrap you in cotton candy and suck out all your liquids." And it has a picture
your
of a clown.
mother.
Yeah.
So
if your mother
That's from Killer
introduced-
Clowns of Outer Space. There's
If
no
your
way. Like,
mother
how do you guys not know
introduced that to you when you
I've
were
seen that movie, but
There's
I was
probably a
It's the
reason
same
I don't know
clown.
that because I wouldn't have watched
Linda,
that movie.
Christ.
Linda, you messed up your daughter so bad.
I mean, I can't get that image out of my head now, but I've never seen a movie.
What? I
How
don't
old were you in the late 80s, Joe? I'm sorry.
know.
Late 80s?
Yeah.
I was born in 83. End of 83.
Oh my gravy!
Like 1980. Holy fuck.
Well,
When
not
were you born?
1883.
Yeah,
How old do you
were
think I am?
How old were you, lady?
Yeah.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah, no. You
I was
were
graduating
You
high
were,
school. I
you
was
were
out-
older.
I
Really?
was
close.
I was out
Yeah,
of
you
high
were older than me. No.
I was born in late '84.
I was entering college.
She's younger than I am. Yeah. No.
I was entering college.
Inside jokes. Inside
Yeah.
jokes.
And when I say I was entering college,
You mean
she
college
was an
chicks.
exchange student.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah, that's
Hey.
that's what they called me in college. I was entering college. That was my nickname.
But do you guys, so like, okay, this is a perfect example of like me showing that little picture or
Yeah.
whatever of the Valentine and the movie reference. Like sometimes I feel so old when I'm talking to my staff when I make like a movie reference or say a thing, because then they're like, dude, they just blankly stare at me. Like they have like no clue, and then I have to explain
Yeah, I
it.
went
There's-
home for lunch, and my 13-year-old was watching The Outsiders. So
Really?
That's a
yeah,
badass
she was
movie.
just
Awesome.
watching The Outsiders.
Really?
I was like,
Was daylight?
so I left. I was like,
This is daylight. It was
stay
daylight.
golden
It
phone.
wasn't nighttime. It wasn't dark.
Well, it's not like that's a scary movie.
No, The Outsiders really isn't.
I know, but
We
like,
watched that in
still.
school before it got banned.
Yeah.
Before it got banned.
Yeah, we watched that in
So
school.
never watched it.
Really?
What? Did you read the book?
Nope.
Oh, we had to read the book and then we got to watch the movie.
No.
right?
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's what I do. It's a classic now. It's
Really?
kinda like To Kill a Mockingbird.
Mm.
Nope.
Right.
Didn't read that either.
Outsiders.
So I
That was required
transferred.
reading when I was in
I
college.
transferred.
Michigan.
Okay,
Right.
hang on. Wait.
Oh, he's-
Michigan
Yeah.
requires certain things.
Oh yeah, you guys don't
however,
even learn how to read.
They require us to read a certain percentage.
Wait, I'm sorry.
right?
Is Barry Sanders the best running back ever?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. It can get better.
Oh,
Listen, give him a better
And you want to know what
team.
makes him the best? What makes him the best is he retired, so he didn't take Walter Payton's record. He was on pace to beat it, and out of respect to Sweetness.
And to be honest, had he had a respectable team that backed him up as a real running back should, but we're not playing
but
sports.
if you go watch him, it's a pure
He
joy.
was
It's crazy how good he
unbelievable.
was, yeah.
Anyway.
So on your gifts and memes, do you get the same like topic of gifts and memes from everybody? Like, because I get mostly like weird short references and like midget throwing and like all this stuff. Like that's the things I'd be like.
hashtag me too.
These are, like,
Wait,
the
is
ones
that because
like-
that's what you're into, Robert? Because I know some
like
places.
that's
but
what like everybody sends me. They send me like all these like short ones and all these things
And by
about
everybody,
like
she means Eric.
climbing on shelves.
I was gonna
and,
say
like, all
I've
these, like,
never
things.
sent you a short. Maybe I have. Maybe I have.
I feel like that's usually the topic of choice when people send me like a GIF or a meme or something. It's usually
I
a
see
reference
him,
of short
I
people.
see him, and then I laugh. I'm like, I should send that to Steph, but I'm scared of it. So I
I'm
don't-
scared she'll
Yeah.
step on a stool and hit me.
I don't want
Shots fired. You little shots fired button.
Hey.
Oh, so
Crowd goes wild for that.
speaking of midgets, one of my most favorite days of my entire life. I had a furniture store in Florida, and I was doing my own deliveries, and this guy told me he had a double door, so I figured I can get a couch in easily. Go in, the one's a dummy door, doesn't open. I'm fucking miserable. It's raining, and I'm trying to bring this shit in by myself, and he won't help. He's telling me how to do it. So I leave this house, and I'm pissed. I'm just like, fuck this, fuck Florida. I'm just gonna sell my store and just move on, which I didn't. It was just a moment. So I come around the corner, and I see this ring outside. And it was Micro Championship Wrestling. They were based out of Port Richey, Florida. So there's midgets wrestling in this ring. I drive by. So here I go. You know what I do? I back up because I had to. And
I
I'm like,
didn't back up, he says. I skidded to a stop
and
and then
jumped
I
out and ran.
dropped it in reverse and threw it backwards. is what he really meant to say.
Here I am, like, how do I approach this? So the guy starts walking up to the truck and he's like, "Can I help you?" And I think I'm lost in here, but are those midgets? I didn't even know what the fuck to say, you know? So long story short,
wait, hang on. I'm sorry to anybody listening. This is not a respectable verbiage. We understand that somebody's going to probably be offended by our verbiage because we just don't know.
Truly, what do you call
I
it?
don't know, right? Like that's it. See,
So, I mean,
exactly.
dwarf,
So we're just calling it what it is. However,
I say I'm
we
vertically
mean it in the
challenged.
most respectable
here's the way that I look at it. They did wrestling. It was called midget wrestling on their
You're
banner.
calling
so
it
they're
what it
okay.
is.
So
That's
they're
it.
okay
That's
with
what
it.
I'm saying is you're not.
I'll use air quotes if anybody
not-
can't
that's
see
it.
me.
That's what I'm saying is I don't want to offend anybody. I just want to make sure that everybody knows that you're literally just
All this
calling it
stuff
what
in
it
the
is.
first 5 minutes of the
Listen,
show.
if
Now
you
all of a
are-
sudden this.
yeah, if you are a midget and you need some kitchen remodeling, call.
So get this, right? So he's like, yes, and he's telling me all about the micro championship wrestling. I'm
Yeah.
like, can I get in the ring? He's like, you can do whatever
Wait.
you want to.
What?
What?
You want to
They pra-
wrestle?
They practiced in the front yard, like literally. I turn
Right.
the corner. There's a ring in the front yard. I'll send you the photo. I'll
But
have to
time
find it.
out. Wait, time out. You're skipping over my
Yeah, so
question.
he's
You
like,
wait. You said there's a ring. It's this midget wrestling, and you said your first question was, can I get in the ring?
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck yeah.
Yeah, because he's going to be like
Love
Andre the
you.
Giant.
This is why Robert and I get along
So
so
he's
well.
like Andre the Giant at this point.
A little better looking.
Yeah.
Not much.
But you're huge
Yeah.
compared to the
That's what
competition.
she said.
so
So
that's what they call me in college.
That's
he makes me sign a waiver. Those little fuckers can kick ass.
Yeah.
I am not gonna lie, dude. They're like flipping me over, bouncing me anyway. The guy who ran it, they turned this into like a big worldwide thing, and it became. I mean, they're still touring, and it was just an awesome thing. That it was just, but it made my day. And we were talking about.
I
midgets,
love that.
But
I love that.
Oh, we're in the last 3 minutes.
Yeah, we're dialing down. So
So-
we have to know
Oh, we
what
didn't
did we
tell
learn.
Robert. So at the end of the last 3 minutes of the show, we go
I'll
around
go first.
and we say, "What did you learn today?" It could be anything. It could be something
Gotcha.
about an inside joke, something that somebody said that you didn't know about them, something that one of the guests said that you didn't know.
okay.
I'll run first. So first thing I learned today is that Robert stepped into a ring with midget wrestling, and that is the
Are
most
those
amazing thing.
midgets?
That is the most amazing thing I've ever learned, and I'm happy about that.
21.6 new T-shirt. Are those midgets?
Are those midgets?
Robert Clarke.
Can't go.
And staying in that, what I learned today is those little fuckers can kick ass.
I'm gonna. They're probably waiting
my
outside. I'm gonna
God,
get
that's the
jumped.
back of the
We're getting
t-shirt.
in so much trouble
That's
today.
That's the back of the T-shirt.
That's the
Robert
those
Clarke.
little fuckers can kick ass.
I guess for me, I learned the difference between GIF and GIF and why it is a generated and it's a what is it? A GIF? then?
Generated,
No.
not
GIF.
generated.
Yeah, and
What?
and that Joe's got a very popular deep box.
Oh, and happy birthday to Don Bremer.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Don.
Don.
Yeah, it's tomorrow or something, right?
Yeah,
Somewhere
tomorrow's
around
her
there.
birthday.
Hey, anything goes with Bremer and Jones is on
Hey,
Sunday.
well,
so,
no, wait.
you
We
know.
gotta
Yeah.
finish up the.
No, I got a good
Come on,
So-
shout out.
Robert. What'd you
Robert,
learn
what'd you
today?
What'd you learn
I
today?
learned that an hour on air is a lot quicker than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
And
what
I
she
also
said.
learned-
that is a great point to all our guests out there that
Yes.
might be in the future.
I also learned I can hold in my pee for an hour. And I learned that I love you guys more and more every day.
Well, so I guess
Listen. We at 21.6 Net, we want people to have a daily dose of encouragement. So if you're having a terrible day, just rewind, just watch this show again. This is your daily dose of encouragement. And there's the last remaining BOD.
Yeah, and then so next week we're going to be talking verbiage, and then after that we have response time. So we'll be back to kind of more of our
Verbiage and response time.
yes. So we'll be back to a bit more of our normal business type programming.
Hey, guys, thank you for having me. This
Thanks
truly
for
was a
coming
blast.
out.
Yeah.
So much fun, Robert.
Can I stay classy, San Diego? Do I have to have an ending line?
What-
Yeah,
Hey,
What-
you know, actually,
create
you
your own
can
there,
literally
brother.
say, "Hey, San Diego, go fuck yourself."
Eat
Right?
a
Like,
bag of
whatever
dicks.
you want to say.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Eat
eat a bag of dicks. That's
Yeah, well,
actually
you
the
got
perfect
10
song.
seconds, so
All of
go
our
ahead
friends
and
in San
do
Diego,
your
we love you.
tagline.
That's all I need is 10 seconds. That's my tagline now. 1, 2, done.
Hey guys,
10 seconds goes a lot faster.
Restaurant. This is In the Know with Steph and Joe. Eat a bag of dicks.